Heyo, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? I'm back with another custom operator showcase. I know it's been a while, but oh man, do I have a banger for you today. That 3-month break was not for nothing, let me tell you what. I wanted to do a light goal for this one just to see if, the custom operator community is still alive for Siege. So if we hit, let's say, 500 likes, you guys will get another video next Friday, guaranteed. So let's get right into it, yeah? Y'all have waited way too long already, so come and see Operation Mortal Essence. It's been too long, hasn't it? Operation Mortal Essence takes us to Indonesia, a highly populated Southeast Asian nation that is rarely touched upon in international media, not sure why. Our two operators, an attacker and a defender, have their own unique gadgets, loadouts, and stories this time. Before we get into that, I want to quickly remind you that the Discord is still up and running, and all of your operator concepts will be getting some much needed praise very, very soon. I'm planning on doing a video regarding those, so keep posting, keep designing, and yeah, keep sharing. Starting off with our 3-armor attacker, Ruin comes from a military background, namely the Commando Operasi Khusus, apologies for my butchering of that, or Kupsus as it's better known. This is the Special Forces unit of the Indonesian Armed Forces that conducts international counter-terrorism duties. During his time in Kupsus, Ruin gained his name through his destructive attitude, cleverly using anything at his disposal to break down fortifications. When assigned to Rainbow in order to assist in tracking down our next operator, he was unsurprisingly given the Red Hammer designation. Mira and Fenrir helped develop a mechanical device that administers an acidic gas onto any surface it interacts with. Gameplay-wise, Ruin is a brand new hybrid breacher, a term I have coined for this operator specifically. While operators like Buck and Sledge are soft breachers, and Ace and Thermite are hard breachers, Ruin is more of a metamorphic breacher. To deploy his gadget, Ruin must place it on a wall in a similar fashion to Fuse or Ying, in order to anchor it in place. Once placed, Ruin will pull a pin to activate it and initiate a controlled release of the acid within. Once complete, the gadget will self-destruct and the acid will begin eating away at the reinforcement. Instead of opening a breach like you would expect, Ruin gets this hybrid breacher title due to how the wall is opened. The acid does not completely vaporize the metal, rather it eats away at its integrity, leaving behind a soft surface, one that can be breached with regular explosives or shotguns. This soft surface can even be shot through like any regular wooden wall. In short, Ruin has the ability to make parts of reinforced walls soft, and allows his teammates to open the rest. Obviously, he works best with operators like Buck, Sledge, Ash, or any other soft breach gadget. He has an interesting interaction with electricity, however, as the gadget will still create a hole even if the device is destroyed. That is to say that it can't be deployed on an electrified wall as it'll be destroyed immediately, but it also cannot be easily bandit or cade tricked. As Ruin pulls the pin out of the gadget, it immediately activates, and the acid works quickly enough to make a small hole, even when attempted to be bandit tricked. When he comes up against Mute, due to the gadget being mechanical, Mute has no effect. Tuberow's canisters can slow down the acid's expansion, but not completely stop it, only buying time for the rest of the team to react. As Ruin requires soft breach utility to get the full extent of his gadget, you'll notice that it is almost absent in his loadout. He has access to the T95 or Ying's LMG, and the TCSG-12, which is the only option he has for soft breach. For secondaries, he's only got the P9 just to round out his kit. He's got smokes to help cover his executes, and claymores to bait enemies if they're foolish enough. All in all, this concept would be a blast to playtest, if only I could. I'm very worried about him either being too weak or too strong, so please leave your opinions down in the comments. I pretty much read all of them, so I'm very interested in how you guys would balance this gadget. Onto our 3-speed defender. Hanu comes from a medical research background. She was the sole survivor of the accident, quote unquote, that happened in Fenrir's lab. She developed her own chemical compound that she uses to assist her in hunting down both Deimos and Fenrir, as she blames them both for what happened. Her vigilante duties got her recognized by Nighthaven, and she was talked into joining them by IQ, who she now shares a very close friendship with. Despite her deteriorating mental state due to Fenrir's gas, she is a deadly asset on the field. Her gadget is a canister of expanding foam that rests on her back, attached to a hose for controlled application. Her gadget has 2 primary uses, to spray on the floor, covering surfaces or barbed wire, or to spray on walls and barricades to fortify them. Attackers can interact with the foam in 2 ways, arms and legs. When the attacker's legs are covered in the foam, they will leave a trail of foam in their footsteps, allowing for Hanu to easily track them down. Hanu can see these foam trails highlighted in the designated enemy color, which is selected in the accessibility options, but this is only to herself. When the foam gets on the attacker's arms, it will slow down their reload and ADS speed just enough to catch them off guard. These debuffs only last for a few seconds, say 10 to 20, but it can be an opener that Hanu needs to make a kill. Obviously enough, spraying the foam on the ground or barbed wire or shields will help apply the tracking debuff to the legs, but Hanu can also apply it to walls and barricades. When applied, barricades and soft walls will no longer be able to be shot through, making them safer to play behind. While they're still resistant to the same amount of melees and explosive destruction that they typically would be, the extra safety net provided by her gadget, allowing you to play behind these surfaces with very little risk of being wallbanged through them, can be a great alternate pick to castle or just using a straight up reinforcement. I imagine that Hanu will have a few of these canisters on spawn and then generate more as the round progresses. Her primary counters are notably explosives and any fire of any source. Capitao, Maverick, and even Goyo will immediately evaporate the foam once it has been affected by their flames. Any explosives will have the same effect, unless you are too close, such as Hanu and Capcan together. If her foam is exploded and an attacker is too close, they will gain both debuffs, the arms and the legs portion. Hanu is an extremely versatile operator that can be used as both a shallow or deep roamer and has the loadout to match. She has 2 deadly primaries, that being the MP5SD and the SR25 DMR, both without magnified sights. I wanted to have a primary DMR and defense that didn't use magnified sights in order to encourage players to be active with her playstyle instead of holding pixel angles. Also to use the suppressor because she's sneaky. She has the RG-15 secondary pistol, simply just because I love it. And she also has the nitro cell and proximity alarms to help her either locate her prey or take them out. Finally, map design is very difficult, but if I were to pick a theme for the map, I would love to see an abandoned temple in a busy market district as the setting for this operation. I imagine the map layout being something akin to Border meets Cafe, very internal balcony, heavy stuff. That's it for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it after this long hiatus. If you want to see more like this, the best way you can tell me is by engaging in this video, likes, comments, subs, anything that'll let me know that you want more. Send this video to your friends, let them know. I've got a Discord, join up. My Patreon has some really cool perks. All the links are below. I'm not really great at outros, so excuse my haste. Let's hit that like goal, blow this video up, and yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate you all. See you later.
Just a
He's in 90, I think. Coming up metal? Yeah, she's on metal. Oh, that's a clip.